Right, everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying their Sunday. For some of you, it's early, and for others of you, it might be a tad bit late, depending on where you are. So welcome to March's 2020 live updates. I'm going to give you guys some quick updates of what's happening with Wig Making 101, and then I'm going to allow for questions and answers for just about anything that relates to it, or you got questions about something that's happening in the future, or whatever that may be. I want to be able to answer those questions for you guys at this time. I am going to have to keep this under an hour because I have some conference calls that I have to do for South Africa because of some things that are changing there. So please, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. You are able to unmute yourself when you're ready to ask questions and things like that. But I want to get started with what's happening for March. The tagline for March is everything is going according to schedule. That's the good thing with Wig Making 101. Everything is going according to schedule. Had a few hiccups and things that happened along the way, but back on track. And so now after everything is done with South Africa, now I can go back to the people that I've been trying to reach out to for specific things. So March's focus, we are still going to be dealing with, well, we're still going to be doing toppers and toupees. We're using the micro latch hook needle. That's what we're going to be doing our learning basic ventilation for. There's quite a few of you who already know how to use the German needle for ventilating. That's a good thing. But this is really just so for the beginners to understand the different types of ventilation methods and techniques that you can actually use to make toppers and toupees. The toppers and toupees that we actually are going to be focusing on more so is the ones that can be used for people with thinning hair. And also for the purpose of style, because now there is a difference between stock wig making and custom wig making. And that's what's going to be happening for starting in April, where I'm going to start to explain to you guys there is a difference based off some research and current events that are happening right now. So we are still going to be working with those. I am doing lives specifically for those courses every Wednesday of the month of March at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are not in the group and you are a student, you need to reach out to me and let me know that. I need to make sure that you are in the group. If you've received the email where it allows you to get into the group and you haven't done that, check that or just reach out to me. And I'm gonna do my part to make sure I see everybody that's supposed to be in that group as well. If you are not a student and you're in the group, that's fine. I'll make sure that you'll see about this, but you do have to be a student in order to see these lives. The lives are pre-recorded. Well, they're recorded as I'm doing them live, because I will be doing them live, giving you guys the ability to be in on it, but they're recorded and they will be placed back on the platform for you guys to watch later if this time does not work best for you. So we're still going to focus on that. I'm going to keep teaching you guys the techniques to those aspects of toppers and toupees for the month of March. And yeah, that's the schedule we got. For live business courses, again, they are supposed to be every last Sunday of the month. However, this last Sunday of March, I'm supposed to be in Washington, D.C. So we got low enrollment in that. So if you're interested, you need to get on it very quick. Otherwise, that's going to be canceled. And then I have to make some adjustments on what to do with that particular course. But live business courses are going to be March 22nd of this month, and then it'll follow back off to the last Sunday of the month. But I try to keep updates every first Sunday and business courses every last Sunday. We're going to go over the steps again for the business courses because some of you are still asking questions. Some of you are quite new and you've already started this without Wig Making 101. You discovered Wig Making 101 and discovered that we're teaching things in the business aspect and guiding you through those steps. So I want to go back over those steps again and why it's important for you to do certain steps and when you should wait on others if you haven't even started anything whatsoever. But if you have started things, then We can talk about the order, the best way you should do it, and then you need to make good on those actions. You need to start implementing those tips and things that we're going to do in that course. So that's what's going to be happening with Wig Making 101 courses. March, toppers and toupees, every Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You see the other times are listed. Always check your email. I'm going to be sending a lot of this stuff out by email, just so you guys are updated on it. Live business course, like I said, March 22nd, same time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like I've always done with Sunday meetings. We're going to go over the steps again. I am in the middle of transitioning the courses, the Wig Making 101 courses, to a different platform, because we're going to be adding in the hair loss courses, medical wig courses, and we're going to be adding in cosmetology as well. But for now, we're starting off with the hair loss aspect of it. So we are going to be changing the platform. It'll still say Wig Making 101, but it's going to have a much more easier way for you guys to be able to get into the courses. I recognize myself, even if you probably don't know this, I watched my own courses that I teach you guys, and I noticed that sometimes it's a little bit slow. And I also want to take a lot of my videos off of YouTube, even though they're private and they're only shared to you who are paid members or paid students. It's still a distraction with all of these other things that are going on. So I am going to be transitioning the entire platform. There will be new videos and still the same videos that are already on the platform. So those of you who are lifetime members, remember when I said lifetime, anything that changes, you're fine. You don't have to worry about anything. I will just make sure you are first to see and go through the transition first. And it'll be very easy. It's just changing and creating your own login and password, and then everything that comes new, you'll see it automatically with no problem. So I just want to let you guys know that's going according to schedule. Thank goodness for that. March 15th, you will receive a new course outline. So that course outline is going to show you everything that you have learned or have viewed already with Wig Making 101. It will go through the hair loss courses, what's going to be offered, and then it'll go through the cosmetology aspect of it, and then also the business courses as well. So you will see that March 15th. It will be in a PDF format. I am almost finished with it, about 40% finished. Once it's done, I can make sure that that's sent to you guys by email and you guys get to see that. And I will also make sure I place it in the group as well. Hands-on courses. Texas is still going on March 13th and 14th. That class is running. Washington, D.C., it's still on the schedule. You got some time, but you might want to hurry because I'm in the middle of getting ready to plan for that. It's low enrollment. So when I have low enrollment, it's not easy to make plans for the facility if the enrollment is not high enough. Texas is fine. So with Washington, D.C. and California, you better get in where you fit in as soon as possible so that I can make sure you guys know exactly where we're going to be. So it has to be planned out properly, but it can't be planned if you're not sure you're going to make it or not. So I need to know as soon as possible with that. You can go to the website. You can go to in-person courses for those, for Texas, Washington, and California. Sign up and we'll go from there. Those who are for Texas, you will hear from me by email later this evening. The place that you'll be, where we'll be, time, and materials that you will need if I haven't already sent them to you. Some of you, I have to send you your tools because you're a fairly new student. But if you're a current student, you probably have already gotten your tools if you paid for the full tuition. If you paid monthly plan, that's totally different. So Texas, you'll hear from me later on this evening by text and also by email. Detroit, I am opening up one-day courses in Detroit if you are interested. It will only be on wig making. It won't be on ventilation courses. The Texas, Washington, D.C., and California courses, they will include ventilation techniques. There'll be wig making and ventilation techniques because it's a 2-day, 8-hour course. So it's enough time to teach you both techniques. But in Detroit, just for the month of March and April, I'm opening it up for 1-day courses at $397. If you are a current student and you want to travel to me, let me know. We can work something out with that. But that's only going to be on wig making only, to make sure that you got the techniques that you need in order to make stock versus custom made wigs. So these are the things that are happening in March. Toppers and toupees still going on. Live business course, March 22nd. That's a Sunday, and that's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are transitioning all of the courses and the new courses to a new platform that's easier and loads a lot faster. And also March 15th, you'll get the outline of what those courses will be, so you know exactly what's coming. And then hands-on courses, these are the locations, these are the dates, and yeah, that's it. So I wanted to make it pretty quick, so I didn't want to make it too long, just what you really, really needed to know. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely, if you're on your cell phone, I believe when you tap, what pops up is a menu, and you can unmute yourself if you need to. If you're on your desktop, you're able to do that as well. It's at the lower left-hand corner of your screen. And I believe that's the same thing on your iPad or tablet as well. So any questions?
I have a question.
Yay. I like
Can you
that.
hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm from Washington, D.C., and I live in the area. So for your class, if you already paid the full tuition, do you pay the separate to join the class that's going to be in D.C.? Do we pay for that too, or because we're already the full-time student, like it's a free class?
Full-time students they have to pay $397. The course is $697. But if you are already a student, it's just $397 for you.
Okay.
Cool.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I do the month-to-month plan. So would I pay the $6?
You would pay the $697, but it would be less than that because you already started a payment plan, and I'm adjusting that to the $697, if this makes sense. And I'm gonna answer this because I'm sure somebody else has this exact same question. So if you are already paid student, you've paid the full, or you are complete with your payment plan, it only costs you $397. That's it. If you are on a payment plan, I have done this for 2 other students already. Whatever their balance is of the $697, whatever they've already paid, I subtract that out of there. And then that takes you out of the payment plan, makes you a full lifetime student, and you get the course, and I make sure that you get your kits as well. Because the payment plan, you don't get a kit. But when you pay a full $697, which is what you will be doing, I'm just subtracting whatever you've already paid in your monthly plan. That's it. So you wouldn't be paying $697. It's whatever minus you've already paid. That's what it is. That gets you the course. That gives you lifetime access to everything with Wig Making 101. And that also gets you your kit as well, because I have to send out kits for my Texas people next week. That works, Shanice? That's good?
Yeah. Thank you.
Just reach out to me. Do you know how to contact me, correct?
Yes.
Even if it's in the group, like, hey, and then I'll just like, hey, call me or text me at this number, and then we'll work out the details from there. Sounds good? Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yay. Any other questions? I'm glad you asked that because I've just been doing it privately. Yes.
Nakia, do you have on the video for the toupees and the toppers, do you have where we can purchase the latchkey hooks to practice?
Yes, there is a link. It's actually on Amazon.
Okay.
It's on Amazon. And you need to say micro latch hook needle. They do not come single. They come in a pack of 5 or more. No more, probably like $2 or $3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so check on Amazon for that, and if you're in the group, I'll check on that again.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, that's supposed to come with the kit, but if you pay for the full tuition of the course. But those are very, very inexpensive at Amazon.
Okay.
And I have to buy 5 at a time or more because the little thing kind of gets stuck in there and I don't feel like taking my nails to get it out. I'm just being,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
yeah, so I like freak it. I'll just get the, just use the next one. So yes, those
Okay.
micro latch hook needles are easy to find on Amazon. I'm not exactly sure if you're able to find them in your local beauty supply store. The very first one I got, I found at my beauty supply store because it was a time where keratin rings was popular. And that's what they used to pull the strands of hair through the keratin rings, and then you would, and that's in the Caucasian market. So I was
Right. Okay.
doing that for a couple of months, and then I didn't like it doing it anymore. It was burning my fingers and all kinds of stuff.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hey, Nakia.
Yay! Hey.
Hi, it's Robin. Can you tell me more about tell us more about the cosmetology part you were speaking of?
Yeah, so with the cosmetology aspect of it, it's going to be more so geared to wigs, not necessarily cosmetology in general. I am going to have some courses that are taught by cosmetology professionals that will give you the basics of what you need to know, and then they can guide you into deciding if that's something you want to get a license for or whether you just want to stick with the wig making certification. Because for some things that you want to do, you're going to have a license to do that. In my state, you don't have to have a license to deal with wigs, braiding hair, but from other states, it may be totally different. So we want to make sure that you guys are, as business people, compliant with your state. So it's good that you guys learn what the basics are. And it's the same thing with the hair loss program too, Robin. The basics you need to know, and then how to direct you to the right person to get your licensing for that. Because I do want to keep wig making 101 specifically about wigs and hair loss. But you do need, some areas you need a cosmetology license to practice, and some you need just a wig maker certification when we bring in medical billers. So we got medical billers that will be here to help you guys bill for your medical wigs for your clients. So there's going to be a course on that. So yes, for the cosmetology part, it's just really just the basics of what can be discussed, and then directing you whether you need it or not based off your state.
Got it.
Yeah, that works. Okay. I think that.
And also, one more question about so what is the minimum student enrollment that you're looking for in order to go to a location? Okay.
Yep, 5. Because the max is 10. I can handle up to 10 students.
Okay.
I do it every Saturday with a bunch of kids. I teach I teach sewing on Saturdays yesterday was the last class, but I can handle up to 10, but the minimum is 5.
Okay.
Yep, the minimum is 5. Wait, let me check.
And what's your deadline for DC? Because I'm in DC too.
Yeah, my deadline, I want to say March 15th is the deadline.
Okay.
I want to say March 15th. For those that are in Texas, if you're here and you have registered for the course, just know you'll be hearing from me tonight because I already got things settled for you. But for the end of March, let's get mid-March as the deadline.
Okay.
Yes, mid-March.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And if you've signed up for DC already, and if we get to that time and the enrollment is not there, then I will make arrangements with you, because I had to do it for Tennessee because that was low enrollment. So I'm going to have some lovely ladies here with me. I've taken care of them. So just know I'll take care of you personally with what you need. I have no problem with doing that. Wait, Tony asked me a question. Where's the class going to be held in California? Because it's not until April. Once I get enough enrollment in April, you'll know exactly where the location will be, but it'll be LA, Los Angeles. It'll be Los Angeles, California, because I got some other things I got to do out there too. And I really want that class to run because I'm doing other things Awesome. So it will be in Los Angeles, California. Now the exact location, whether it would be in a conferencing style room or if it's going to be in a salon suite, you will know more than likely April 1st. Because I know enrollment is going to start to pull in March, because I've already been getting a lot of people asking me about California already. So that's good. Will you in the future offer cosmetology to get your state license by any chance? Wig making 101, I want to keep it focused on wig making 101. However, I don't want to say this before it's time, because I'm in the middle of planning stages for that, where what I'm doing online will eventually license you guys according to your state in cosmetology and or as a hair loss practitioner. But that's the idea that I'm going for. I know I've already mentioned it, but I don't want to give you guys too much, because you don't want to say it before it's actually done. So the planning stage has to be ducks in a row. So the hair loss part, got that going. Everything is working according to schedule. So just know this stuff takes time. I know I'm offering something that's not widely offered anywhere, and you guys are in the beginning stages and you are along with the process of it getting there. So, and then it says, please, oh, hey, Cynthia, please clarify, if class enrollment is too low, you won't come to DC. You say you will take care of us. Yes, I'm clarifying that. I will take care of you according to whoever has signed up for that course, and I will contact you and let you know what we can do about that. So that's the best clarification I can give you on that, because everybody's situation or circumstance or whatever it is I can do for them is different. I think that's the best way I can explain it. Oh, just need to know if Southern or Northern. Tony, where are you?
Okay, I'm in Las Vegas, but
Finally, I'm like, where's your voice? Your word.
but you already answered. Yeah, you answered it already. Thanks.
Okay, cool, Vegas. Okay, you in Las Vegas? I haven't been there like 3-4 times. Okay. One dayers. You guys don't know, because just be one dayers for me. Any other questions?
I have an answer.
I like answers. Hey, that's less work for me. No answers, please.
I'm a current cosmetology school with Paul Mitchell in Virginia. And as far as our cosmetology license, because I just specifically want to be a wig maker too. But as far as cosmetology and our license and stuff, from what I've learned from being in school and talking with my teachers and everything, if you specifically just want to be a wig maker, I don't think we need our cosmetology license at all, right, unless you're planning on like opening up your own hair salon, then you'll need it. But other than that, if you just want to make wigs and as far as getting involved with insurance and stuff, we don't need it. Our license only cover if we're coloring our patient's hair or cutting the patient's hair. That's the only thing you need the license for real. Other than that, doing hair and stuff like that, we can do that all day long. The license only specifically covers if you're cutting
color. Yep, cutting or color. And see,
or if it was to get chemical damage, or you would have burned them or something like that. So
and see, I'm changing the name. I can say this because it's already written out. It's going to be called Wig Cosmetology. So it's going to start with the basics, like Shanice answered. That's one of the questions that she's going to answer about which is necessary. It's only necessary for cut and color. But when you're talking about wigs, you do cut and color, right, but it's not on someone's head. So it has to be changed to a different name. I'm calling it wig cosmetology because you still need to understand the basics of color theory when it comes to coloring hair. If you can color the hair, depends on the quality of it. And then not to mention different cutting techniques when it comes to cutting wigs as opposed to someone's head. So it's going to have a change in name, more so like wig cosmetology. But the focus about cosmetology and getting a license, yes, that has to be explained. Because some areas you can do hair without a license. And some areas you can't do, I know New York is one of them, you can't do a damn thing without licensing. So it has to be explained and discussed based off where you live. So Shanice, thanks for saying that, because here, ours only cover for color and cut. That's it. But
Right. That's how it is here too. And
yeah, you can install wigs, all kinds of stuff. You could do all of that, but the hair loss sector is just like, it's getting bigger and people aren't really educated on it enough. On hair replacement, they're still doing techniques that's causing more hair loss.
Right.
So we need to put those two things together, and instead of it being a wig, it's a custom wig, and it's a hair replacement system as opposed to just a stock wig. So to let you guys know, most of what you guys have been learning is how to make stock wigs, because they're one size fits most kind of thing. You're not really doing something so customizable based off your client's head. You're just producing wigs that are considered stock, manufacturing style. So I just want you guys to be clear on that and why things are progressing. I don't want to say changing, it's progressing and you getting more of the right information. Anything else, Shanice? Because I like to pick your brain too. We'd like to pick your brain. We'd like to pick your brain.
I just signed up for trichology. They teach you specifically about the hair loss and everything. I just paid for that class the other day. It was like $1,500, and you'll get your license as a practitioner just for hair loss. And it's a go at your own pace type of thing, and you get your certification at the end, kind of how you do, but it's specifically just for the hair loss.
Awesome. We're going to be doing the basics of hair loss, and then I'm going to be transitioning you to someone who can actually get you guys licensed internationally. So if you're already in a program in trichology, I think that's good. Stick with it. Don't get out of it because you think like, well, she's going to do it, might as well. No, don't do that. Because again, Wig Making 101's focus is more on the hair replacement systems and how to develop them. And I'm going to say this is obviously divined information, because the coronavirus is causing a lot of issues for a lot of people in business, in the hair business, whether you probably notice the current events or not. And this is also something that has got us over in South Africa somewhat over flooded with what we produce. So, because we're not having that issue, but the US we seem to be having an issue with that current event that's going on. Anybody else having an issue with that? No? No, you are. You just don't want to tell me. I know. I'm in the industry. I'm in it. I see it happening. And it's going to happen. And now all of a sudden they're contacting me and they're getting rid of that with the product that they have at a much lower cost. Because
I have noticed that the prices have gone down a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot.
So that's a benefit to you guys, but imagine you couldn't get wigs from China. Can you imagine that? I don't even think we understand to the extent how much control they have on that aspect of, the industry. I don't think we really understand how much everything is there. And it's hard for us to get. We have to really pay attention to it. And who's to say, like, we can make our own? You're learning how to make your own. So that's why I say this is like, it feels like it's divine, like information, getting this to them ahead of time, because anything could possibly happen. Anything. So, any other questions? The timing. Okay. Awesome. So just to recap, am I sharing my screen or because it's all?
I have a comment. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yay! Hey.
speaking of the coronavirus, like you said, it's probably divine intervention, but since I started my business, I've never used any hair from China.
Right.
I do testing with hair from China, and the one thing that I noticed is that people use Chinese hair, and when I use Chinese hair in the past, I end up with no hair on my head. And so I've always been sold myself on the back that never used hair in my business from China.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely understand what you're talking about, because you're right. The hair that they have on the shelf, or the hair that's coming in, if hair is coming in, is going to be sold at a cheap. And believe me, the hair that's there in China, they're not going to burn that stuff or throw it away. They're going to send it right here to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'm being paranoid, but anyway, that's my comment.
No, you're not being paranoid. You know exactly. We know. You know exactly where it's what's the best way to handle this. So
My supply chain is still there.
mm-hmm.
I haven't had any breaks in my supply chain, and it's simply because I don't get hair from China.
There we go.
So, and I just would advise anybody that if you care about your clients and you're selling wigs, do not use that hair. Do not use that hair, because you don't know what's on it, and you don't know what's going to be on it in the future, because they're going to spray that stuff down with every kind of chemical in the world, just so they can say they're shipping product that doesn't have any traces of the coronavirus. So what chemicals are they going to use to kill that? And now we're putting that on our head next to our brain.
You're laughing because it's true.
You know, it's kind of like an eerie laugh, because there are going to be so many people that fall for that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and as a hair vendor, distributor, I just feel like I owe it to my clients and my customers not to sell them something that I would not wear.
Right. Correct.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. Anyone from the hair loss sector, anyone from hair loss practitioners, you got any comments or anything that, you think people probably need to know? I know one of my instructors is probably on here. I don't know.
I'm here.
It just,
Finally.
I see you now. I was like, where's she at? I know she got to be here.
Yes.
You got
Only
any?
thing I would say is you just have to be careful in whatever hair that you get. You need to think before you even start working with it and starting on the head, or even trying to make wig. Go ahead. Most of the hair that we use before we creating it into a wig, we end up boiling our hair, because we be trying to get all the chemicals out of it, the wax and stuff. So go ahead and boil it with some conditioner to try to get all of that stuff out of it. But with the coronavirus, you need to get the proper mask now to put on to do that, because you don't want to release that into the air from the heat. But most of my clients now, they're kind of pulling away from it.
Yeah, you sound a bit muffled. Trying to hear
sorry.
you. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now you sound
Hear
better.
me now? So I'm here to talk.
Okay, she's got it. Yeah, you still sound muffled.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but there's a lot of muffling going on.
Maybe this is stupid. Let me take a moment.
Okay, Tawana, we'll probably try and catch you again, because the audio is just really bad.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Now it sounds better. Okay.
Okay, I put you on a car speaker.
Oh, okay.
Like with most of our children, it's not on the house. Okay, now it's on the house. Okay. With most of our
Uh-oh. Just when she thought she was on.
Okay, can you tell?
Yeah, okay. Funny.
Okay.
Somebody don't want us to want you to tell the truth. That's what it is.
Okay, what I advise when their clients come in with hair,
Mhm.
you know, tell them to bring the hair in a couple of days ahead of time so they can take the hair and clean it.
Okay.
Boil it.
Boil it.
So you can get all the products out. But when you go to boil the hair, make sure you have a mask on because you don't want to breathe in those chemicals that you may be put into the air.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, because that's what we do. But most of my clients now, they aren't even wearing the weaves right now because of China. They ain't trying to catch nothing. They're practically all the hair that's in the beauty supply stores and everything, it's coming from China. That's where they get everything from.
Uh-huh.
So it's safer to like let it stay where it is right now because that virus is so dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And like I think that was Regina talking. It sounded like Regina was talking. I'm not sure, but like they said that
That was me.
that stuff close to your head, and once you get to your mouth, that's where the danger come in at. Once you get it, put it towards your mouth, you start breathing that stuff in, and you know. So all that, the upper part of your body, will you stop?
Sorry.
The upper part of your body, I mean, that's real dangerous. And you try, I mean, you're looking out for your clients, you're looking out for yourself, and then you're looking out for your family. Because you'll take that stuff home, then next thing you know, everybody in your family sick. You planning funerals and everything. You don't want to do that.
You went deep into it.
You don't want to do that.
Well, Anna,
Because when people come in, I'm like, where did you get that hair from? AliExpress? No. When did you get that hair? Keep it in a bag. And no, that's not working.
It's not working.
Because practically everything that comes from AliExpress is from overseas.
well,
Some come from, it depends the relationship you have, but most of it, about 90% of it is from China. 90%
Right.
of it is from China.
Right.
There's other and we'll share that later on. Regina she'll be able to share that too if she's willing to, and her courses as well. But I think it's really important you guys need to know the basics of hair loss if you are going to be a wig maker and installing this on any client, period. So just the basics of it and why it's important for you to know it is necessary as a wig maker. That's in my professional opinion. Doesn't make sense to just make wigs, and you want to go on to another aspect of wig making besides just making wigs, because then there's upselling and knowing how to market and all those things. And the instructors will definitely help you with that as well as myself. But I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware of what's going to be happening in March. This is what's happening in March, and I think that's it, because I got to get on the phone with Odia really soon, and then I got to catch up with Regina. And to catch up with her.
I just wanted to say, people that use vendors in India, so far we haven't had any issues with the hair. So I think that's good. So while people are on this scare thing about China, which is, very much warranted, definitely ask where your hair is coming from. And, and the hair from India right now so far is okay, unless a disease pops up over there, we'll be in the same boat. But yeah, hair from India right now, it seems to be good and with no issues.
So real quick, guys, that's Robin. She is a vendor. You would go to azellehairboutique.com.
Azella.
Azella, sorry, Azelle. I was thinking something else. azellehairboutique.com. She has really good hair, grade, 9A, 8A, 9A?
9A and 10A.
10A.
So, which is celebrity quality hair, the 10A, which lasts you up to 3 years. So my hair is really an investment. That's how I look at it. But I also offer like buy hair now, pay later options. So, you know, you might look at the price. It's like, okay, it's a little expensive, but if you're going to the beauty supply store and you're buying hair every time you get an install, if you weigh the pricing, it's not, you're not saving money doing it that way, because that hair is trash can worthy once you're done with it. After that
trash can in a barbershop.
right. So what I love about my hair is what I'm wearing now. It's 10A, and it's the superior quality hair, celebrity quality, Beyonce, all of them. They wear this hair with HD lace and all of that, which is undetectable. I know you're got to go, but 2 more seconds. And so yeah, I stand behind my hair, and if like we have I have a program with Split It where you can buy the hair now and pay over 3 months, and no credit check, so it's awesome. And I also offer wholesale. I'm gonna send my 2020 price list for wholesale as well to you ladies who are interested. So thank you.
Thank you, Robin. So guys,
Well,
there's a transition to the platform is transitioning. So I know you guys want to get those links and things. It's to your benefit to be in the group if you are a current student. That's how you can get most of this information we're mentioning right now. But hers along with Regina's and Star will be up on the new platform, so that you guys can just go straight to their website and purchase or do whatever you like from there, because they'll have wholesale availability and things like that. So those are the only vendors I'll be working with. Yeah, go ahead, Regina.
No, I just wanted to say that all of my hair is from India as well. I'm testing some hair from Vietnam at this point. And I don't know if you can see my video, but that's where this hair came from. It's Vietnam hair, or Vietnam.
How does like the movement, like, does it feel like it's got coating or anything on it?
No. And I've shampooed it a couple of times. And I shampoo it when it comes in to see if the water is going to be, dirty or whatever. And the water is relatively clear, so I know there's not a lot of anything on it.
Okay, awesome.
So, but yeah, and those are the 2 places where they're not having problems with coronavirus, and I'm not having problems with shipping or any of that. So, yeah.
Do you offer wholesale? She says yes. Yeah. I'm answering it for her, like, because I know, but let me shut up. Yes, she does, sissy. She does. But yeah, so now it's time for us to start really paying attention to, oh yeah, she's ready for me. It's time for us to start paying attention to where we're getting our hair from to make these wigs. So that's why Robin, Regina, Star are who I am certifying as a wig maker. We want to use their hair considering what's going on right now and exactly what Tawana mentioned.
Can I say one thing, Nakia?
Yeah, and then I gotta.
That my attorney mentioned to me yesterday was, with the coronavirus, as a business owner, we really need to be looking at product liability.
Yes.
If we don't have liability insurance, you need to get it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's got me. That's funny how y'all talk about the same stuff. That's what we're working on right now, product liability and all of this stuff. So yes, yeah. Okay, sorry guys, I'm getting good news at the same time and I have to get on this call. So I hope you guys got everything that you needed. You know what's going on for March. Please stay connected in the group. You still can chat with me. You still can text me. I'm trying to get to people as fast as I can, but I got 2 things going on that I want to get finished to fruition. So yeah, and I will see you guys in the next live that's happening this coming Wednesday at 12. Because I said Wednesdays we're focusing on toppers and toupees, just the techniques of micro latch hook needle. You don't have to be in the live in order to participate. It's recorded and you get it. That's as simple as that. But I like doing things live because I teach better that way, because that's how I teach anyways, in front of people's faces. So that's how it's gonna go. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tawana. Thank you, Shanice. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Robin. Lisa, we're gonna see your face eventually. I know you're probably busy. Tracy's here. Cece, thank you. Just want to say thank you to everyone. Leticia, miss you as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
See you
Hi, I
Wednesday.
was just,
Oh.
I'm here. I was just listening because I'm busy.
Oh, I figured you were.
Okay. But
All right.
hi everybody, and I got to get back to what I'm doing, but I'm still listening.
We're getting ready to go now.
I know.
All right, guys, you have an amazing, where am I? Yeah, you guys have an amazing Sunday. I'm like, what's going on my screen? All right, guys, love you.
I love you.